Signor Presidente.
President, colleagues, dear friends. Last July, after 4 years of a socialist presidency, thanks to the admirable contribution of the EPP and your president in the OSCE, I was elected unanimously to be president of the Parliamentary Assembly of the OSCE, which, as you know, is the largest assembly, the largest interparliamentary assembly in the world. It has 56 MPs from the Northern Hemisphere, including ambassadors to the American Congress. We have 16 missions on the ground, and our assembly recently met in Tirana. And I would like to thank once again our Albanian friends for their great welcome. This is in line with the principles which we set down in Helsinki in 1975, and this is a huge part of our internal policy. We are working for an effective cooperation policy. The topic of security is vital, as well as economic cooperation, and these two things are interlinked. So our rights. During this Parliamentary Assembly, these were important topics. On the topic of security, regarding the conflict which are currently underway, or the issue of the relationship between Transnistria and Moldova, we had to discuss this, as well as Mediterranean cooperation, where we discussed some of the first democratic elections in Tunisia. In the field of rights, we also discussed monitoring of the elections which have taken place over the past few weeks. And we also discussed guaranteeing political rights where they don't yet exist. My friend Mr. Mignon highlighted this, and he referred to the presence of Eugenia Tymoshenko. Her presence here is very important, and I would like to invite all of you to pay tribute, to think of her mother, who, instead of being here today, is in a Belarusian prison and has been there for the past 2 years, accused of all kinds of charges. And she has been there for even before the election of President Lukashenko, so she couldn't be guilty for these crimes. This is a violation of rights in Belarus. This is a young person who should have been married 2 years ago and who was not able to do that. And already she's had to change her job 6 times and is now undergoing a hunger strike. This could have serious effects on her health. Her life could be at risk. So the OSCE, and I believe our party too, can continue to fight for all those who still today, after 20 years since the fall of the Berlin Wall, are still fighting to save their own skin. This is communism, which has been transformed at a political level into something else and still continues. For our Congress and for our Parliamentary Assembly, more Europe means more security, more cooperation, and more rights. Under this umbrella, the EPP group in the Parliamentary Assembly of the OSCE will not tire in their quest for this over the next few years. In a country such as Italy, in 1994, the left won a victory, lost a victory which determined the future of our country in the EU. There are pro-Europeans and anti-Europeans there now, and we must speak out against violations of rights there. Thank you for your attention.